Hi, good morning. I'm Brian Wilson. Thanks for joining today. This week we're discussing Frank Lambert's Pedlar and Divinity, George Whitefield and the Great Awakening, 1737 through 1745. This 1990 journal article from the Journal of American History is more about George Whitefield's groundbreaking use of the media during his ministry, less about the actual message of his ministry. The primary and secondary sources referenced here today all agree that Whitefield used the media machine to the utmost advantage. Let's start with George Whitefield himself. He was an itinerant preacher who lived from 1714 to 1770, whose message of salvation was a necessity of new birth, a turning of one's heart towards God through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. This was to be experienced by the individual, not conveyed through tradition or a creed pushed by an authoritative church. He made a name for himself in England, where he preached in public houses, churches, outdoor fields, even for audiences of up to 30,000 people. Can you imagine at that time getting that many people in one area to hear his message? Must have been amazing. It's like Woodstock of his time. In order to garner such a following, Whitefield made use of the media in innovative and in even provocative ways. The title of this article uses the phrase peddler in divinity, and peddler is defined as someone who goes place to place to sell something, and two, someone who frequently expresses ideas or information to other people. And when looked at Whitefield in that way, he was essentially the Billy Graham of his time. Whitefield teamed up with a gentleman named William Seward, a businessman in London and Wales, who came from a very distinguished family, his father being the steward to the Viscount Windsor in Cardiff in Wales. Seward established himself in the trade industry, specifically in South America trade, quickly rose through the ranks of the government's South Seas Company in the Treasury Department. Seward was converted to early Methodism by none other than Charles Wesley, the writer of most of our hymns that we still use today. He was academically bright, socially accepted, moderately wealthy, with a very large philanthropic need. He was a perfect person to end up helping spread Whitefield's ministry, both in England and in the United States. And in partnership, or I said the United States, I meant the colonies. In partnership, the two launched a brand of international commercialization of the Protestant religion previously unseen. If he would have at that time had access to today's social media, he would have been at the top of everyone's feeds, right up there with Taylor Swift and Elon Musk. Probably bad individual examples, but you get the gist. This journal article was talking about Whitefield and Seward by extension, and how they peddled Protestantism, taking advantage of the media machine as it was then in ways that were unprecedented at the time, both in England and in the colonies. And that's why we know so much about him today. The resources, the primary and secondary resources will be listed below this video. So thank you for your time and attention today, and God bless.